Announcing the return of Australia's greatest radio serial, Lindsay Hardy's post-war story of mystery and intrigue.
Dossier on Dumetrius.
Starring Bruce Stewart as Major Gregory Keen of MI5.
If it costs me my career, Colonel Fentress, I'm not stepping out now. I started the hunt for Dumetrius, and I'm going to finish it. I don't care if it takes me the rest of my life.
Dinah Shearing as the treacherous Haydee Bergner.
You have men who follow me from morning to night. My telephone is tapped. You have a record of everything I've done for weeks and weeks and weeks, and yet you still say I have something to do with a man I've never even seen. Dumetrius. Why?
And Guy Dolman as Dumetrius.
It's only my passion for thoroughness that compels me to do this, Keen, but since I plan to be out of England within 24 hours, I would prefer you dead. Well, goodbye, Keen. This is the end.
You won't want to miss a single breathtaking episode. Dossier on Dumetrius, coming soon to this station.
Dossier on Dumetrius. A document now gathering dust in a silent room. Gregory Keen turns the first page of the Dossier on Dumetrius.
The room's at the end of a long corridor in a building on the Thames Embankment, somewhere between New Scotland Yard and Somerset House. There's nothing very unusual about it. There's some old panelling, a fairly decent carpet, a few score books against one wall, a fireplace in another, a desk, a telephone, and a window. At this moment, just on 2 o'clock in the morning of the 15th of November, 1949, there's nothing in the room but a man going crazy and a dossier. The man going crazy is me, Major Gregory George Athelstan Keen, Special Service, Home Security, all right if you insist, MI5. The dossier contains all we know about the life and times of a man called Dumetrius. I'm going to tell you about it. I have to tell someone the story, so here it is. Well, the first thread started coming together, it's quite a good while ago now. I'd been pretty busy at the time. There was a gang of Poles operating around Soho with very skillfully forged papers they'd brought with them from the continent. I was trying to get at the source of these forgeries, and I thought I was really getting close when we picked up a fellow with a knife in his back in a hotel near the old Cromwell Road. He was an American called... No, it began before then. Let me think now. Yes, I was sitting here in this same room when Cutts came in, that's right. Now I remember. Yes, what is it, Cutts?
Colonel Fentress's compliments, sir. Will you kindly give him a few minutes of your time?
Oh, right. How's the weather at the other end of the corridor, Cutts?
Barometer's rising, sir. Fair and warmer, I'd say, sir.
All right, Cutts, thanks. You'd better stand by for a few moments. What's it about, any idea?
Something to do with the DP forgery, I think, sir. I heard the Colonel talking to Barker and them, sir.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Oh, Keen.
Yes, sir.
Sit down. Oh, then, about these chums of yours, the Polish gangsters with forged passports and so on. The chaps working on it in Berlin say they've struck something that may alter the whole complexion of what we've already found out.
What have they done? Picked up some poor devil with a homemade travel permit or something?
This time, old chap, it's not an occasion for droll remarks. They've sent us a long screed on the subject. No, usual thing up to a point, you know. People with good reasons for wanting to disappear are buying forged papers from this organized ring, getting into the DP camps with them as refugees, getting away from Europe altogether on the strength of them, or from the gallows as well. You know how it goes on. The underground traffic on the continent. You pay the price, finish up in Australia via the displaced persons camp.
Yes, we know all that, sir. What do they think we do here on the embankment? Sit about playing canasta?
Just a minute. According to them, there are good reasons for believing the man behind this document traffic is one of our own chaps in Berlin. Who, they can't say. But someone.
Oh, that sounds to me, sir, like pure, unadulterated rubbish.
Yes, nevertheless, they seem to know what they're talking about. The facts of the matter are, some people in Berlin are selling safety to vermin and making a fortune at it. They must be operating from somewhere. Now, where?
All right. What's being done about it?
One of our military intelligence chaps is flying over from Berlin today. He's ostensibly heading for London on 2 weeks' leave.
Why do they always adopt these childish subterfuges?
Maybe it's not childish. There's an organization getting criminals out of Germany on forged papers. If I had any special information about them, I'd be inclined to adopt a subterfuge or two myself.
Possibly, I don't know.
A chap will be making for the War Office as soon as he lands, and we'll be seeing him tomorrow. That's if something doesn't happen to him in the meantime.
The weather's perfect for flying.
My dear fellow, I had something quite different in mind. Anyway, that's the lot for the moment. I won't keep you.
Oh, by the way, what's this character's name?
Scammell. Carl Scammell. And come to think of it, he should be leaving Tempelhof Aerodrome sometime about now. Yes, that reminds me. Time I should be leaving for a whiskey and soda. Come in.
Can I have your attention, please? If you take off in 5 minutes. Captain Ridgway.
Yes, right here.
Captain Mitchell.
Uh-huh.
Private Bergner.
Yes.
No kidding. Are you Private Bergner?
Yes, but it should be Miss Bergner. I'm within, sir.
That's okay, miss. I'll see your papers in a minute.
Lieutenant Godowski.
Hold it, Bud, while I get me a picture. Hold it. There she is. Okay, got it.
Hey, don't you know there's an order about taking pictures?
Take it easy, mister. The war's over, and I want to get me something to show the folks back home, don't I? Something like a picture of Miss Bergner here.
Well, okay, we don't have time to argue. Major Scammell? Major Scammell?
Sorry, old boy, right here.
Have your papers ready, please. You first, Major Scammell. Your movement order, travel warrant, and pass. 2 weeks liberty to London?
Leave, I suppose you mean. Same thing. That's if you chaps don't ditch us into the North Sea.
Don't let it get you, Major. You're flying with Yanks. Next, please, Captain Ridgway.
Same as Bergner. I hope you didn't mind me taking that picture of you just now.
Not at all. I'm used to it.
Well, I've been thinking. Are you going to be around in London with time to spare, maybe?
I'll be around, but not in uniform. My contract's up. I'm going back for release. Why?
What do you say we make a date? I've got 5 months flying pay burning a hole in my jeans. Come on, honey, what do you say, huh?
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't possibly.
But, baby, you don't know me. When I go to town...
Listen, little boy. London's full of girls who'll help you to spend your flying pay. And you won't have to be traveling in the same aeroplane to find them, either. And in case you hadn't noticed, you're being cold.
Hey, Lieutenant Godowski, you want to stay right here for your liberty? Or maybe we should hold the ship up for you, huh?
Gee, mister, can't you see I was like everything else here in Deutschland? I was occupied. Oh, see, how hard can these aluminum seats get? Am I glad we're not flying the Atlantic in this crate? You smoking, Bud?
Thanks very much.
My name's Hank Godowski. Yours is, Ridgway, something like that, isn't it?
Yes, Peter Ridgway. I've been admiring your camera.
Yeah? It's one I, liberated.
Did you get a good snap of the glamorous Miss Bergner?
Well, it might come out okay. That other guy, Scammell, there, turned his head just as I clicked her. He might spoil it, maybe.
Oh, you got the two of them, did you?
It was only the one I wanted. Say, how do you like that dame? The way they go for rank. I tried to make a date with her at the airport back there in Berlin, but she gave me the brush. Now she's making with the guy Scammell, or whatever his name is, the Major.
I shouldn't let it get you down. There are 4 or 5 brigades of Popsies reserved for you chaps in the general vicinity of Rainbow Corner.
Yeah, but they don't have the same class. Say, are you going straight up to London when we land?
That's the general idea. I'm being demobbed. 6 weeks on full pay, then back to civvies.
Well, if you don't have anything lined up, why don't we get together and tie one on? Tonight!
Hank, my friend, you've twisted my arm.
Swell! But come on, let's cook something up. And if you don't have any place to sleep yet, I can even fix that. I've got a room in a hotel called Bailey's in Knightsbridge. Some place, they told me.
Passengers Flight 8 from Berlin. The boss is ready to leave.
Lieutenant Godowski, wait for me. I won't keep you a minute.
Hello, Miss Bergner. We thought you went off with that British major guy.
Oh, good heavens, no, I don't even know the man. Hank. Your name is Hank, isn't it? I heard someone call you that at Tempelhof.
Yeah, sure. Hank's my name,
Look,
but...
Hank, I just wanted to say I'm terribly sorry I was so rude to you. You know, when you asked me to go out with you in London. Actually, I'd like to very much.
You would?
Quickly, before the bus goes, give me your address. You are booked in somewhere, aren't you?
Oh, sure. I'm going to Bailey's Hotel in Knightsbridge. You got
I'll
that?
ring you there in the morning. Goodbye now, and whatever you do, don't lose that adorable camera of yours. I want you to show me the photo.
Oh, boy, what a babe. Did you ever see anything quite like that, Pete Ridgway?
No. Quite like that? Never before. I don't get it.
You don't get what?
That was an over-anxious, overplayed act. It would be interesting to know just exactly what Miss Bergner wanted your address for. Oh, well. Come on, Hank. I'll buy you a pint of bottleless British beer.
Yes?
Eddie,
Did you get his address?
he'll be at Bailey's Hotel, Knightsbridge.
Good, I know the place.
If he's there when you go to get it, what then?
It'll be so much the better. You understand, don't you, Eddie?
Yes. Yes, I understand.
That you, Caps?
Yes, sir.
After 11, I thought I told you to go home.
Neither of us will be getting home early tonight, sir. There's an urgent signal for AMG Berlin, sir.
Oh. All right, read it, will you?
Body of Major Karl Alexis Scammell found in the rubble near Augartenstrasse tonight. 2104 hours. Identification positive. Imposter on London plane with Scammell's papers. Collins.
So Colonel Fentress was right, eh? Something did happen to Scammell. I walked down the corridor that night thinking there must be more to this forged document racket than we'd thought. They could kill a man because he had special information and put someone else in his place. I was right. There was more to it than we'd thought. Scammell was only the first.
Who is the imposter of Major Karl Scammell? Be listening for the next episode in this story of suspense, Dossier on Dumetrius.